Hello there. Thank you for tuning in. My name is John Leary, and we are about to do 60 minutes of recovery yoga. Go ahead and meet me on your back to start. Begin with your legs extended out long in front. You can let your toes fall out to the side. Feel your hips open up. Extend your arms out and down at 45 degrees, palms face up. Tuck your chin down towards your chest and lengthen out through your neck. Just check in with your body. Notice if you're clenching your fists or holding tension in your feet, legs, shoulders, or along your jawline. Notice where your attention is. And then bring your attention to your breath. On your next inhale, breathe in through your nose as you feel your belly and chest expand towards the ceiling. Exhale through your nose as your chest drops down and your belly sinks towards your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Continue to breathe at your own pace. Try to coat each inhale and each exhale with your attention. Follow your breath from start to finish. Notice if your attention has drifted away from your breath. Throughout practice tonight, recognize that the objective is not to stop thoughts from occurring, but instead to recognize when you're lost in thought and to use each instance of that as an opportunity to redirect your attention. Begin to control your breath by pausing for 2 moments at the top and bottom of each breath. Again, notice if your attention has drifted. Come back and reset with your breath. In time, bring your feet in and plant soles of your feet down next to your glutes. Knees point up towards the ceiling. Arms still go out and down at a 45-degree angle, palms face up. Inhale here at center, and then exhale, windshield wipe your knees towards the left side of your mat. Stretch on the outside of your right hip. To deepen the stretch, plant the left foot on top of your right quad. Rotate your skull so that your gaze is over your right fingertips. Use your breath to deepen the posture. On each inhale, feel your chest expand. Each exhale, push down into your left shoulder blade to help twist through your torso towards the right side. In time, come back to center, left foot plants down as you inhale, knees to center, and then exhale, windshield wipe knees to the right side of your mat. Rotate your skull so that your gaze is over your left fingertips. Feel the stretch on the outside of your left hip. To deepen through the stretch, plant your right foot on top of your left quad. Right foot comes down, plants on your mat. Inhale, knees up to center. And then exhale, bring your knees towards your armpits. Happy baby. Grab onto the outside edges of your feet, knees near your armpits, arms on the inside of your legs. Begin to rock side to side. Massage. Stretch through your hips as you push your heels up towards the ceiling and pull down on the balls of your feet. Feel the stretch in your low back as you try to ground your low back down to the mat. In time, begin to build up forward momentum by rocking forward and back and coming up into a cross-legged position at the top of your mat. Find easy pose, your legs crossed directly in front. The cross comes at the center of your shins. Your heels are underneath your knees and your feet are flexed so that your toes are pointed forward. Inhale to circle your arms out, around, and up, and then exhale to reach forward, forward fold. Let your upper back round, tuck your chin into your chest, and release through the back of your neck. Feeling the stretch in both hips, you can deepen through the stretch using your breath. Inhale to spider walk your fingertips just an inch forward, and then exhale to send your chest forward and down. In time, walk your fingertips in as you sit up into a seated position. Take a look at your legs and then go ahead and switch the arrangement. I started with left shin in front. I'm switching to right shin in front. Again, finding the cross at the center of your shins, heels underneath your knees, feet flexed, toes pointed forward. Inhale to circle your arms out, around, and up, and then exhale to fold forward. Round through your upper back, tuck your chin, and release your neck. Use your breath to fold deeper. Inhale to inch your fingers forward, and exhale to send your chest forward and down. Notice if you're tensing up through your legs and pulling your knees up towards the ceiling. Try to relax your hips and let your knees drop down. In time, walk your fingertips in, sit up into a seated position, and then uncross your legs. Bring the soles of your feet to plant down. Your knees are pointed up towards the ceiling. Inhale here at center, and then exhale. Windshield wipe your knees towards the right side of your mat. You're going to adjust your legs here so that you have a 90-degree bend in both of your knees. Your right knee points directly towards or off the right side of your mat. Your left knee points directly out the long side. Flex both your feet here, lots of right angles. Bring your hands towards the back of your mat on the outside of your right thigh. Walk your hands as close as you can in towards your hips so that you can elevate your torso. Inhale here, and then exhale to twist and look over your right shoulder. Drive your right quad down into the mat and feel the twist from your left hip up through your right side body. Continue to breathe here, trying to lift up on each inhale and twist deeper with each exhale. In time, inhale, windshield wipe your knees back to center, and then exhale to windshield wipe your knees towards the left side of your mat. Again, Adjust your legs so that you have a 90-degree bend in each of your legs. Flex both of your feet. Left knee points directly off the left side of your mat. Right knee points out the long edge of your mat. Bring your hands to the outside edge of your left quad, planting your hands in close to your hips and left leg as you inhale to reach your torso tall, and then exhale to twist and gaze over your left shoulder. Drive down through your left leg. Feel the twist from your right hip up the left side body. Inhale here, and then exhale. Continue your rotation down. Meet me face down on your mat. Extend your arms long in front, palms face down. We're going to twist here. Keep your feet about where they are. Next, inhale, open your left side body up towards the left side of your mat. And then exhale to drop your torso open towards the ceiling, palms face up. Left leg is straight. Flex your left foot so that your toes are coming back towards your face. And then try to rotate your left toes down and your left heel up. Feel the stretch on the outside of your left hip. Reaching your fingertips towards the top of your mat. Inhale, rotate back to center, and then exhale to release down. Other side here, feet stay where they are. Inhale, rotate right side body open to the right side of your mat, and then exhale, drop your torso open, palms up towards the ceiling, extending your fingertips long to the front of your mat. Straighten through your right leg, flex your right foot. Rotate your right toes down and your right heel up. Feel the stretch on the outside edge of your right hip. Inhale, rotate to center, and exhale to release down. Going to stretch the left chest here. Take your left elbow and plant it off to the side in line with your left shoulder. 90-degree bend in the left elbow, fingertips point forward. Drive your left shoulder down towards the mat. Plant your right hand under your right shoulder. Next, inhale, lift your right leg up, and then exhale to bend through your right knee and open your chest up towards the right side of your mat. Left shoulder's driving down towards the mat. Feel the stretch on your left pec across the front of your left shoulder. Right hand can stay down on the mat or wrap around your low back. Right foot can hang, or you can plant your right foot down on the mat and try to rotate your knee up towards the ceiling. Inhale, rotate to center, and then exhale, release down. Opposite side, take your right arm out to the right side of the mat. Right elbow is in line with your right shoulder. 90-degree bend in your right elbow, fingertips point forward. Drive your right shoulder down towards the mat. Plant your left hand under your left shoulder. Inhale to lift your left leg, and then exhale, bend your left knee, open your chest up towards the left side of your mat. Left hand can stay down on the mat, or you can wrap it around your low back. Left foot can hang, or you can drop your left foot down and open your knee up towards the ceiling. Inhale, back to center, and then exhale to release down. Plant both hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale to push up into a tabletop position, and then exhale, sink your hips back onto your heels. Wide-legged child's pose. Your toes touch. Your knees splay out to the sides of your mat. Let your forehead drop down to meet your mat as your fingertips extend long in front. Try to extend fingertips and hips in opposite directions and feel the stretch through your torso and mid-back. On your next inhale, spider tip your fingers to the left side of your mat. Right hand can plant on top of your left. Feel the stretch from your right hip into your right tricep. On each inhale, feel your right side body expand and open slightly. And then with each exhale, your right side body sinks down and you drop your right hip back towards your right heel. Fingertips walk to center. And on your next exhale, fingertips walk to the right side of your mat. Left hand can plant on top of the right. Forehead is still resting down. Feel the stretch from your left hip to your left tricep. Use your breath to your advantage here. Each inhale, left side body expands, open. Each exhale, left side body drops down and you sink your left hip to your left heel. fingertips walk back to center. Plant your elbows down and bring your hands to meet at the crux of your neck. Walk your elbows forward and in towards your midline. Once they're nice and extended, inhale and then exhale, sink your hips back towards your heels. Feel the stretch in your triceps and upper back. Extend your hands long in front. Begin to walk your hands in and lift your torso up. Knees are splayed out to the side, sitting back on your heels. Bring your knees into touch. Legs are parallel with the sides of your mat. Lean your weight forward, plant your hands down, tuck your toes under, and then begin to sink weight onto your heels, feeling a stretch on the bottom of your feet and through your Achilles tendon. You can keep weight on your hands, or you can begin to walk your hands in onto your quads as you progressively lift your torso a little taller. Come back to your breath and let your eyes fall shut. In time, lean your weight forward, bring your hands down onto the mat. Hands plant underneath your shoulders, toes are still tucked under here. Inhale, and then exhale, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pushing your chest back towards your legs. Begin to bend through one knee and then the other. Objective here is to flatten out through your back as much as you can and to lift your hips high. Spread your fingertips wide, push down through your palms, chest sinks towards your quads. Maybe bend your knees to walk your toes in an inch and lift your hips higher. In time, bend your knees as you walk your hands back towards your feet. Come into a forward fold at the back of your mat. Knees are bent here, hands down on the mat. You can take opposite elbows in each hand for ragdoll pose, or you can bring the hands to the back of your head to weight down your neck. In time, hands come back down to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands come to shins, 90-degree bend at your waist. Continue to breathe here. Pull your shoulders back and down your spine, broad across your chest. Feel the weight in the balls of your feet as the top of your head extends forward. Feel the tension on your hamstrings. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold down. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Your arms out, around, and up. Contract your glutes as your arms circle. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Find a mountain pose at the back of your mat. The balls of your feet come to touch. Your heels are slightly apart. Feet are parallel with the long edges of your mat. Ground down through your big toe. Lift all the others, spread them wide, and then plant them down one by one. Feel grounded through all four corners of your feet. Flex your quads. Feel your legs rotate out. Lift your torso up. Feel your belly button come in towards your spine. Inhale, circle your shoulders up towards your ears, and then exhale, shoulders down your back, palms face forward, broad across your chest. Tuck your chin down and feel the top of your spine extend up towards the ceiling. Let your eyes fall shut and take your attention back to your breath. Let your eyes open. Let your arms relax. Moving into a few standing postures. Take your left foot and step it forward, pyramid pose. Set your feet up so that they are on railroad tracks. Your left foot points directly forward, your right foot points out to the side at 45 degrees. You're going to feel your right hip drop back and open. Try to pull your left hip back as you rotate your right hip forward, keeping your hips nice and neutral. Take a micro bend through your left knee. Inhale to circle your arms out, around, and up, and then exhale, fold long over your left leg. Hands can come down onto your quad, shin, or the mat. Notice your hips. Try to rotate left hip back, right hip forward. Stretch on the left hamstring as you pull the left hip back. Maybe feel a stretch on the outside of your left hip. Try to not just collapse down onto your left leg. See if you can suspend your torso long towards the front of your mat. Feeling weight in your right foot, not driving all your weight into your front foot. bend your left knee and then slowly snake your spine up into a standing position. Transition to triangle pose on the left side. Drop your right foot down so that it is parallel with the back of your mat. Take your left foot points forward. Position your left foot towards the right side of your mat so that the back of your left heel is in line with your big toe ball mound of your back foot. Inhale, bring your arms up into a T position, gaze over the front fingertips. Exhale to relax your shoulders, still extending long through the fingertips in both directions. Inhale, left fingertips forward, and then exhale, drop your torso so that your arms come to 12 and 6 o'clock. Notice the tendency to collapse down on your left side. Use your abdominals, suspend your torso out over your front foot. Right hand can extend tall over your right shoulder, or you can take your right hand and bring it to your right hip. The goal here is to suspend your torso and rotate your chest open towards the right side of your mat. Gaze can rotate up. In time, bring your torso back to a neutral position. Step your left foot back to your right. Switching sides here. Send your right foot forward. Set up for pyramid pose. Position your feet on railroad tracks. Some distance between the two of them. Side to side. Right foot points forward. Left foot points 45 degrees to the left. Hips are going to rotate open. Try to pull the right hip back. Rotate your left hip forward. Inhale to circle your arms out, around, and up. Micro bend in the front knee as you exhale, fold out, and then down over your right leg. Attention to the hips. Right hip pulls back, left hip rotates forward. Stretch in the right hamstring, maybe on the outside of the right hip. Feel weight in both of your feet as you try to extend your torso forward. Bend into your right knee and then snake your spine to stack your vertebrae one by one, coming up to standing. Changing your foot position to set up for triangle. Left foot drops down parallel with the short edge of your mat. Right foot moves to the left side of your mat. Right heel is in line with your left big toe ball mount. Arms come up to a T position, gaze over your right fingertips. Next, exhale, relax your shoulders down. Inhale, right fingertips forward, and then exhale, drop your torso. Arms come to 12 and 6 o'clock. Left hand can stay stacked over your left shoulder, or you can bring left hand to left hip. Use your core, suspend your torso, trying to extend over your front foot. Chest rotates open to the side of your mat, gaze rotates up. Inhale, bring your torso up to center, and then exhale, rotate your feet so that you're in a wide-legged stance, toes pointed towards the long edge of your mat. Rotate your heels in, toes point out at 45 degrees. Inhale to circle your arms out, around, and up. And then exhale, drop your hips down, come into goddess pose. Arms come into a cactus position. Notice the tendency for your knees to collapse in. Try to pull your knees out and back. Hands can come down onto your quads. Chest is tall. Inhale at center, and then exhale, drop your right shoulder down to your midline. Look over your left shoulder. Breathe here. Trying to sink your hips a little lower. Inhale, torso back to center, and then exhale, left shoulder drops down, gaze over right shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale to sink your hips. Inhale to circle your arms out, around, and up. And then exhale, rotate down, find a runner's lunge, left leg forward. Walk your left foot to the outside edge of your mat, lizard lunge, left side. You can keep your right knee raised, or you can drop your right knee down to meet your mat. Left knee is over top of the left ankle. Inhale, lift your chest tall, and then exhale, send your chest forward and down. You can stay tall on your hands or drop down onto your forearms. Wherever you are, tuck your chin down and release through the back of your neck. You can find movement in your left hip by lifting the inner sole of your left foot as your knee splays out to the side. In time, left leg sneaks back into a tabletop position. Lizard lunge on the right side. Right foot comes up, plants on the outside edge of your mat. Arms are on the inside of your right leg. Back knee can be down or lifted up. Right knees over top of your right ankle. Inhale, chest tall. Exhale, chest forward and down. You can stay tall on your hands or drop down onto your forearms. But wherever you are, tuck your chin down and release your neck. You can find movement in your right hip by lifting the inner sole of your right foot as your knee goes out to the side. Transition to pigeon pose. Begin to heel toe your right foot across your mat so that you can drop your right shin down, right knee towards the front right corner of your mat, right ankle underneath your left hip. Left leg extends straight out behind you. Feel your hips suspended in air, not sagging to one side or the other. Inhale, torso tall, and then exhale, chest forward and down. Drop onto your forearms and relax your neck. to tug your right hip back and slide your left hip forward. Time. Walk your hands in, lift your torso tall, and then spider tip your fingers so that your palms are lifted. Take your gaze up and then pull your elbows back towards your hips. Find a back bend here. Breathe. Use your next exhale to release the back bend, drop onto your right hip, and swing your left leg long in front. Both legs extended long in front here. Plant your hands down next to your hips. Inhale, plant down through your hands, lift your hips, and swing your hips just side to side before you exhale, release down. Sitting just a little bit more flat here. Inhale to circle your arms out around and up, and then exhale, fold forward for your shins, ankles, or feet. Tuck your chin down, release your neck. Time. Release your legs. Chest comes tall. Rotate to pigeon pose on the left side. Swing your right leg out, around, and behind you. Left leg lays across your mat. Left knee to the front left corner. Left ankle underneath your right hip. Right leg extends straight out behind you. Feel your hips suspended as your chest lifts tall, and then exhale, send your chest forward and down. Tug your left hip back, slide your right hip forward. To walk your hands in, torso lifts tall, Hands plant down, spider tip your fingers, gaze goes up, pull your elbows back towards your hips, find a back bend here, continue to breathe. And on your next exhale, release the back bend and drop onto your left hip to swing both legs long in front. This time, both feet extended out. Bend your knees, flex your feet back towards your face. Inhale to circle your arms out around and up, and then exhale, fold forward. Try to lift your chest as far as you can towards and then over your knees before you release your upper back. Tuck your chin and release your neck. Feel this stretch in your low back. In time, sit tall. Bring your left knee into chest as you drop down onto your back. Supine spinal twist. Take your left knee to the right side. Left hand extends long to the left side and your gaze follows. Let your eyes fall shut. Inhale, left knee back to center. Exhale, extend your left leg long. Inhale, right knee to chest, and then exhale, right knee to the left side. Extend your right hand long to the right side and rotate your skull so that your gaze follows right fingertips. Inhale, right knee back to center. And then exhale, extend your right leg long. Prepare for final relaxation. Adjust your legs, get distance between your heels and let your toes fall to the side. Walk your shoulder blades in underneath you as your arms extend out. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Extend long through your spine. Let your eyes fall shut and release any tension in your hands, your toes, along your jawline, around your eyes, and between your eyebrows. Slowly bring sensation back to your fingertips and toes. And at your own pace, make your way up into a seated position, front of your mat, eyes closed. Finding one final moment of silence together. Inhale, circle your arms out, around, and up. Exhale, hands to forehead, to mouth, and to heart center. thank you very much for tuning in and sharing your presence here for the last 60 minutes. Again, my name is John Leary. If you have any questions or comments about the class, please let me know using the link in the description below. And until next time, be well.